mentally and physical disabled, those person, they will also come in the category, though they were the Nordic German Aryans. But if they are abnormals or physically handicapped, crippled, they will also come in the category of undesirable. Means they were also sent to the concentration camp by Hitler. Next question which I had given you yesterday, define the ideology of Lebensraum. Lebensraum, that was living space. इस question को भी हम कर दिए हैं. Next question which I had given you from the page 61, you will mark there that Hitler has also came to have established a society, Nazis worldview. Question which I had given you, define Nazis worldview. Ideology, you can also say Nazis ideology. That was the superior race, Nordic German Aryans, they could only survive, बाकी सारे को खत्म कर दो, है ना? Next question दिए थे, what is the difference or what were the theory of Charles Darwin and Herbert Spencer? ये 2 marks question दिए थे. ये सारा questions है. अगर yes.
मैम ये सब क्वेश्चन हमें स्नैप पे डाल दीजिएगा ना.
अच्छा ठीक है, सब डाल देंगे. सारा क्वेश्चंस डाल देंगे. अभी
और मैम व्हाट्सएप पे भी.
यस ये क्या बोले?
मैम व्हाट्सएप पे भी. मैम व्हाट्सएप पे भी.
व्हाट्सएप पे डाल देते हैं, स्नैप में भी डाल देंगे, है ना? व्हाट्सएप तो ज्यादा देखते हो ना, इसलिए व्हाट्सएप पे डाल.
यस मैम.
राइट. कीर्तिमान,
यस मैम.
इस संडे का एग्जाम भी क्यों नहीं दिए?
मैम अभी हुआ कहाँ है?
संडे को पिछले संडे को एग्जाम हुआ है ना. 4-5 एग्जाम नहीं दिए. तुम जब एवरीडे क्लास करते हो और एग्जाम ऑनलाइन देने में तुमको क्या प्रॉब्लम है? 9i का जानते हो कीर्ति, 9i का मैक्सिमम बच्चा एग्जाम देता है. 1 ही 2 है जिसमें एक तुम हो, तो तुमको तो हम पहचानते बिकॉज एवरी डे यू अटेंड द ऑनलाइन क्लासेस, बट यू डोंट गिव द एग्जाम. व्हाट्स द प्रॉब्लम? हर सब्जेक्ट का नहीं देते हो कि सिर्फ एसएसटी का नहीं देते हो? कीर्ति,
बहुत सब्जेक्ट का नहीं देता है मैम.
हाँ,
बहुत सारे सब्जेक्ट का नहीं देता.
क्यों नहीं देते हो कीर्ति एग्जाम? डर लगता है एग्जाम से? अब नहीं कुछ बोलेगा ये. अब कुछ लिखना मत, लिख के मत कुछ भेजना, नहीं तो बहुत मार मारेंगे तुमको. उस दिन भी तुम ही सब लिख रहा था, लिखा था ना तुम?
नहीं हम नहीं लिखे थे.
हम सब पता लगा चुके हैं. तुम्हारा ईमेल आईडी से पता चल गया है. जो बच्चा लिखा था उसका ईमेल आईडी से सब पता चल गया है.
मैम हम कुछ नहीं लिखे थे उसमें.
हैं कि ये
मैम उस शिवम करके कोई था, मैसेज में उसका नाम बता ही रहा था मैम.
सब में बता रहा था नाम.
यस मैम.
सब अगर कंप्यूटर बहुत एडवांस है तो आदमी भी तो.
देखिए मैम कोई अभी भी घोस्ट नाम से घुस गया है मैम इसमें. मैम अभी भी लगता है इसमें कोई घोस्ट नाम से घुसा हुआ है.
लिखे जो लिखना है, हम अपना बंद कर दिए हैं. हम अपना चैटिंग ही खत्म कर दिए. हम जो लिखेंगे बस वही लिखेगा, है ना? सो यू मस्टंट राइट एनीथिंग. नाउ नेक्स्ट यहाँ पे मार्क करो. Desirable. Neha, you have marked all the question, or otherwise I will write the question and send in the WhatsApp. Now, second mark karo. Jews were not only the, I had started and completed it. When Germany occupied Poland, they were treated as the, now Jews were treated as the users, and because they had been blamed in killing of the Jesus Christ. All right. Pseudo-scientific theory you have come across. Last mark here, from 1933 to 1938, underline it. The Nazis terrorized, terrorize matlab darana. Pauperized means making poor ज्यूस के सारे प्रॉपर्टीज को वो लोग ले लेते थे. तो पॉपुलराइज्ड एंड सेग्रेगेटेड मीन्स सोसाइटी से एकदम उसको अलग कर देना. सेग्रेगेटेड द ज्यूज, compelling them to leave the country, force करना that they should go out from Germany. 1939 to 1945 aimed at concentrating them in certain areas, eventually killing them in gas chambers in Poland. Nuremberg, मार्क करो, जो गैस चैम्बर्स था जहाँ पे ये लोग जलाए जाते थे कंसंट्रेशन कैंप में, ज्यूज और डिसेबल्ड को या अनडिजायरेबल्स को लोग जो जला देते थे. तो इसका सबसे बड़ा कंसंट्रेशन कैंप खुला था पोलैंड में. ऑलराइट, तो विच टाइप ऑफ रूल वाज प्रैक्टिस्ड बाय हिटलर, ये तीनों लाइन को मेंशन कर दोगे. विच टाइप ऑफ रूल वाज मेंशन्ड बाय हिटलर, you will mention these three lines. Now, the racial utopia, that is the feeling of superiority. Under the shadow of war, means war was going on, Second World War had started. The Nazis proceeded to realize their murderous, means marne ka, racial ideal, that the Nordic German Aryans, genocide, killing the adults, those who are above 18 years of age, and war became two sides of the same coin. मतलब समझे कि जर्मनी में हिटलर जो रूल कर रहा था, it was murderous, it was violent, terrorizing the people, है ना, रेशियल आइडियल का, नॉर्डिक जर्मन आर्यंस का आइडियल्स लेकर, और एक कहो तो जेनोसाइड. जेनोसाइड का मतलब होता है कि those who are well grown person. इन्फेंटिसाइड मतलब होता है छोटे बच्चों को मारना, इन्फेंट चाइल्ड, न्यू बॉर्न चाइल्ड को, और जेनोसाइड मीन्स किलिंग द एडल्ट्स. ऑलराइट, सो द जेनोसाइडल वॉर, एक तरफ ये चल रहा था जर्मनी में और दूसरी तरफ वॉर हो स्टार्ट था, तो दोनों तरफ लोग मारे जा रहे थे, आइदर इन द हिटलर्स जर्मनी और इन द वर्ल्ड which was started by Hitler as a Second World War. So number of people, इसलिए कहा कि coins में head and tail होता है ना, दोनों का अलग अलग साइड होता है, लेकिन यहाँ पे एक ही coin में दोनों तरफ head and tail में दोनों तरफ war ही war था, चाहे वो जर्मनी में war हो या Second World War पूरे वर्ल्ड में start. So here it was said that they were occupied Poland, divided up. Much of the northwest Poland was annexed by Germany. Now, I had explained you in the beginning, when she had entered, Germany entered into a non-aggression pact with Poland, both two together, power increased and they attacked on Poland, Germany and USSR, and defeated Poland, divided it into two parts. One of the portion, जो पढ़ते हो northwestern portion, was taken by Germany and the other side was taken by the USSR, which was related to the border of USSR. It was taken by USSR. Poles were forced to leave their homes, properties behind, and it was occupied by ethnic Germans brought in from occupied Europe. Poles were then herded, जैसे कैटल्स को भगाया जाता है, दौड़ाया जाता है, उसी तरह पोल्स को herded like cattle in other part called general government. देखो ये भी एक तरह का concentration camp था, तो दो तीन वर्ड पढ़ चुके, general government, ब्रैकेट में करके लिखो, a type of concentration camp. Gas chambers, that was concentration camp. All right. उसके अलावा पढ़ोगे ghettos, GHETTOS. It was also a concentration camp where the Jews were and other undesirables were tortured and lastly they were killed. The destination of all undesirable of the empires. मार्क करो, जितने भी undesirables थे कैटेगरी में मेंशन किया ना हर्षवर्धन, how many were undesirables? You all were sent to where? The general government. It was a type of what? Concentration camp. Then again mark here, members of the Polish intelligentsia were murdered in large number. First mark. in order to keep entire people intellectually and spiritually survive. मतलब इंटेलेक्चुअल्स ज्यादा मारे जाते थे क्योंकि वो क्वेश्चन कर देते थे हिटलर से that why they are being killed and why he is following this torturous attitude. Polish children, mark again, who looked like Aryans. Aryans means Nordic German Aryans, were forcibly snatched from their mothers, examined their race, and if they passed the race test, they were raised in German families, and if not, they were deposited in orphanages where they perished. खत्म हो जाते थे, बेकार या डेथ हो जाता था. With some of the largest ghettos and gas chamber. Mark करो, ghettos भी underline करो और वहाँ पे लिखो a type of concentration camp. Gas chambers, it is also a concentration camp. General government, it is also a concentration camp, served as the killing field for the Jews. अब एक category बनाओ, different types of concentration camp और उसमें तरह तरह सारा नाम लिख दो. General government, ghettos, है ना, गैस चैम्बर्स, ये तीनों का नाम मेंशन करो और तीनों कंसंट्रेशन कैंप के अंदर डालो और उसमें लिखो where the undesirables were terrorized, pauperized and lastly they were burned alive. ये लिख के अपना कॉपी में रखो. Now next page में आओ, देखो कितना सारा पिक्चर्स है about the Nazis, how they used to kill the Jews and the other undesirables. Now, youth in Nazi Germany, mark it and write it. How were the Nazis treated the youngsters or youth in Germany? How the Nazis treated youth in Germany, है ना? अब इसको part wise भी पढ़ेंगे. How they used to treat. For example, mark here. Hitler was fanatically interested in youth of the country. Why he was interested in youth? Because what he will give to them, they are the future citizen of the country. So he started handling the youth of the Germany because they will run the country. So they were totally trained with the Nazis ideology and they became the follower of Nazi Germany also. So here, he felt that a strong Nazi country would be established only by teaching children Nazi ideology. यहाँ पे question लिख लो. Why Hitler was interested in teaching the youth of the country? Why Hitler was interested in youth of the country. Mark here first point. He felt that a strong Nazi society could be established only by teaching the children the Nazi ideology. बचपन में ही सिखा दिया जाएगा तो बड़ा होकर फिर वही काम को करेंगे, इसलिए वो लोग सिखाना शुरू किए. Second mark करो. This required a control over child both inside and outside the school. Inside means school में और outside means in their family, playground or anywhere. What happened to the schools under Nazis? ये first paragraph में first point में भी डालोगे और short questions आएगा तो भी इसको mention करो. Mark here, all school were clean and purified. ये first point डालो. This means that the teachers who were Jews or seen as politically unreliable were dismissed. या सिर्फ लिखो, teachers who were Jews were dismissed. Children were first segregated, मतलब बांट दिया जाता था, छांटा जाता था. जो undesirables थे उनको एक जगह रखा जाता था and those who were desirable they were kept in one place. वैसे ही sitting arrangement होता था क्लास में कि those who were Nordic German Aryan they will allowed to sit in the front. Now for example here it is said children were first segregated. German and Jews could not sit together or play together. Undesirable children, Jews, mark करो, सबसे ज्यादा वो किसको hate करता था? Jews को. The physically handicapped gypsies were thrown out of the schools. And finally in 1940, They were taken to the gas chambers. Again, gas chambers mentioned here, that is concentration camp. तो पहले स्कूल में सिस्टम यही था. It was cleaned, purified, छांटा गया. Those who were Jews and others, they were sent to concentration camp. Third paragraph में, good German children. Whenever you say good German children, means Nordic German Aryans were subjected to a process of Nazi schooling. They were only sent to school. A prolonged period of ideological training. Mark here, पूरे Nazi ideology से उनको trained कर दिया गया. School textbooks were rewritten, फिर से लिखा गया. Racial science was introduced and Nazi idea of race उसमें justify किया गया, उसको superior बताया गया. Stereotype मतलब घिसा पिटा एक ही तरह का. Jews were popularized even through maths classes, है ना. Jews के against में hatred, वो maths class में maths नहीं पढ़ाकर Jews के against पढ़ाया जाता. Children were loyal, taught to be loyal and submissive, hate Jews and worship Hitler. Even the function of states was to nurture a spirit of violence and aggression among the children. Violent मतलब मारपीट और aggression मतलब गुस्सा. हर sports में ये चीज सिखाया जाता है. इसका मतलब समझो that Hitler used to train the young with the feeling of war. Every time a feeling of war and aggressive. जब भी कुछ बोलोगे तो डांट के बोलोगे, है ना. जब भी कुछ करोगे तो लड़ने लगोगे, हाथ पैर चलाने लगोगे. That is aggressive nature. Right? कभी भी softly नहीं, politely नहीं बात करना, हमेशा लड़ाई के मूड में रहना, टेंशन में रहना. तो ये सब चीज हिटलर का एक आइडियोलॉजी था. लास्ट मार्क है. He believed that boxing could make children iron-hearted, strong and masculine. Underline it. And why he highlighted the only sports boxing. यहाँ पे question लिखो. Why he only highlighted the sports boxing. A mark here, because boxing could make children iron-hearted, strong and masculine. Next paragraph में, the youths. यहाँ पे question लिखो. In how many categories the youth of Germany was divided? In how many categories? In how many categories the youth of Germany was divided under the rule of Hitler? लिख रहे हो? Are you writing?
मैम एक बार और रिपीट कर दीजिए.
लिखाई सुनाई सुन रहे हो सब या सो गए हो? सो गए हो?
नो मैम, रिपीट कीजिए
नो
तो
मैम
क्वेश्चन.
एक बार रिपीट कर दीजिए.
In how many categories? In how many categories the youth of Germany divided? In how many categories the youth of Germany divided under the rule of Hitler? Mark again. The youth organizations were made responsible for educating German youth. Mark here the spirit of National Socialism. First, a point, main point यहाँ से लिखोगे. The 10-year-old 10 साल से उसकी ट्रेनिंग शुरू हो जाती थी और 18-19 साल होते होते तक कंप्लीट हो गया. 10-year-old had to enter young folk, है ना. ये फर्स्ट ईयर था. 10 to 10 years से ऊपर तक. 14 आते आते तक all boys had to join the Nazi youth organization or Hitler youth when they learn to worship war. इस चीज को वो worship करेगा, पूजा करता था war का. Glorify aggression मतलब praise करना, गुस्से में हमेशा रहना. Violence, condemn democracy, condemn word याद नहीं होगा, काट के लिख दो. Hated democracy, hated Jews, hated communists, gypsies, or all together you can say the undesirables. Third phase marker. After a period of rigorous मतलब लगातार ideological and physical training, they joined the third stage. यहाँ पे लिखो third stage, labor service. usually at the age of 18. Then they had to serve in armed forces and enter one of the Nazi organization. चाहे वो घेटोस हो, चाहे जनरल गवर्नमेंट हो, है ना, या फिर तुम्हारा कंसंट्रेशन कैंप हो, कोई भी एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में उसको एंटर करना है. The Youth League of Nazi, founded in 1922, mark again, 4 years later it was renamed, दोबारा नाम रखा गया Hitler's Youth. What is its work? Work वहाँ पे लिखो. To unify the youth movement under Nazi, all other youth organization was systematically dissolved and finally banned. Only one organization remained, which was run and which was followed or started by Hitler and his followers. Now next come to the next topic. Next topic is that the Nazi cult of motherhood. How were the mothers of Nazi cult treated? Cult means culture. How were the mothers of Nazi Germany treated? How were the mothers of Nazi Germany treated? They were not treated very good. वहां भी partiality होती थी. जैसे मार्क करो. The children in the Nazi Germany were repeatedly told that women were different from men. यहाँ पे आप जैसे कैसे है? Men and women are equal. They will walk shoulder to shoulder. कंधे मिला के चलेंगे. उस समय क्या था? Men and women were totally different from each other. Right to vote women को नहीं मिलता था. सिर्फ men को मिलता था. धीरे धीरे फाइट करते करते वुमेन को भी राइट टू वोट मिलना शुरू हो गया. The fight for equal rights for men and women that had became part of democratic struggle everywhere, जहाँ पे men women राइट टू वोट के लिए लगातार फाइट कर रहे हैं, वहाँ पे जर्मनी में women were totally unequal with that of the men. All right. Boys were taught to be aggressive. मान करो यहाँ से. Boys were taught to be aggressive, masculine, steel-hearted. Girls were told that they are born to become good mothers. Rear means grow up. Pure-blooded Aryan children. That was Nordic German Aryans. यहाँ से मार्क करना शुरू करोगे. The girls were saying how the women were treated. Girls had to maintain the purity of race, distance themselves from Jews, look after the home, teach their children Nazi value, because they had to be the bearers of Aryan culture and race. Which Aryan culture? Nordic German Aryans. Next marker. 1933 Hitler said, in my state, mother is the most important citizen. ये quote दे देंगे और बोलेंगे who said it? What will be the answer? Hitler, Adolf Hitler said that mothers were the most important citizen. But in Nazi Germany, all mothers were not treated equally. First marking. Women who bore means those who carry babies, racially undesirable children were punished, and those who produced racially desirable children were awarded. देखो पूरा discrimination हो रहा है. They were given favored treatment in hospitals and were also entitled to concessions in shop. उसका पैसा भी माफ हो जाता था. Theater tickets, railway fares, to encourage women to produce many children. क्योंकि उतना सारा वो लैंड जीता था, वहां पे सिर्फ लिविंग स्पेस जो वो बढ़ा रहा था, वहां पे सिर्फ उसको किसको रखना था? द नॉर्डिक जर्मन आर्यंस को. तो वो कहाँ से लाएगा नॉर्डिक जर्मन? क्योंकि आधा से ज्यादा डिसेबल्ड, मेंटल प्रॉब्लम जिसको भी था, सबको तो वो मार देता था. इसलिए वो अब कहा कि द मदर्स हु विल प्रोड्यूस मेनी चिल्ड्रेन, they will be given honor crosses as award. Honor cross मतलब prestigious cross. For example, a bronze cross was given those mothers who had 4 children. Silver medal was given to those who had 6 children. and gold who was given who has 8 or more children. So this was the attitude of Hitler. But some of the women who betrayed the Hitler's ideas, जैसे उसका कहना था कि no German woman should marry the Jews because the child born to them will be Jews. They will not pure German, Nordic German Aryans. इसलिए अगर उसको पता चलता था कि ये ज्यूज से मैरी की है तो उसको कंसंट्रेशन कैंप भेजना, उसके सर के बाल को हटाकर कलर करके फेस को पूरे सोसाइटी में घुमाना, मींस ह्यूमिलिएशन वाज followed by Hitler. Mark here, all Aryan women who deviated from prescribed code of conduct were publicly condemned. Publicly condemned means बेइज्जत करना, and severely punished. Those who maintain contact with Jews, mark करोगे, those who contact or maintain contact with Jews, Poles and Russians were paraded, march कराते थे, through the town with shaved head मतलब बाल हटाकर, then shaved head, blackened faces and placards मतलब गर्दन में तख्ते को लटकाना, hanging around their necks, announcing, I have sullied the honor of the nation. Sullied matlab, I have not utilized, I have killed the honor. Many received jail sentences, lost civic honor, as well as their husbands and families for an criminal offense. So marrying Jews and giving birth to Nordic German Aryans, they were given punishment, or either they were sent to concentration camp. Abhishek Kumar, have you want to say something? Abhishek, raise your hand. Want to say something?
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am.
Is it clear to you all of things what I am telling?
Yes, ma'am.
You raised the hand. No,
Yeah.
I thought that you want to say something. Now, next topic, the art of propaganda. I'd explained you yesterday, I told you that when the Hitler and his followers, when they used to talk, they doesn't talk openly. They use some code words. कि पब्लिक को पता नहीं चले कि वो क्या बोल रहा है या वर्ल्ड में पता ना चले. So they used to tell or ask or they used to converse with the code word. So what were the code word means? For example, देखो यहाँ लिखा है the art of propaganda. Which type of art they followed? The art was the code word. For example, you will mark here that there were certain types of words which they used for the final things which they used to say. Like the Nazi regime used language and media with care and often to great effect. ये line हम दे देंगे. Inverted comma open and close. Explain the statement. अब तुम इस statement को explain करोगे. कैसे करोगे? The terms they coined to describe their various practices was not only deceptive, they were chilling. Deceptive मतलब decision final है, chilling मतलब तुम्हारा सुन के वो words chill मतलब रोंगटे खड़े हो, and you will be nervous that this type of word they used for the people. Nazis never use words kill or murder in their communication. Mark it here. Mass killings were termed special treatment, final solution for the Jews. Mass killing means उनको ले जाकर concentration camps में रखना. Euthanasia for the disabled, है ना? Euthanasia जो disabled person थे उसको बोलता था Euthanasian program. तुम एक जगह हम कल बताए थे ना, under the Euthanasian program. Selection, disinfection, evacuation, खाली कर देना, means deporting people to gas chambers. ये जितना word है, deporting means Jews को या सारे undesirables को, deport means carry करके दूसरे जगह ले जाना एक आदमी को, one from one place to another place, known as deporting. So they were all sent to the gas chambers. Now I told you gas chamber is equals to concentration camp, where their flesh was burned and only skeleton was left. Burnt alive जिसको कहा है ना? Do you know what the gas chambers were called? They were called disinfection areas and looked like bathrooms equipped with fake shower heads. लेकिन उसमें से निकलता क्या था? Liquid fire gas. वहां पे लिखो shower heads था, लगता था कि झरना लगा हुआ है, लोग उसमें नहाने जाएंगे, लेकिन वहां से पानी नहीं निकलकर क्या निकलता था? Liquid fire gas where the people's flesh was burned and only skeleton used to come out. Media was carefully used to win support for the regime and popularize its worldview. Media भी हिटलर के हाथ में था. Media free नहीं था वहां पे. Whatever used to Hitler say, that was only printed in media and it was announced. Means Hitler never used to write anything against his rule. Everything was positive about his rule in Germany. So no one knows that which type of rule he used to practice. Later on, when he died and the people entered in Germany, when they saw piles and piles of human bones, they came to realize diaries which was written by the Jews. When the people read, they came to realize that which type of rule was practiced by Hitler. Now next again mark here. Nazis' ideas were spread visual images. Visual images मतलब pictures बनाकर, films, radio, posters, catchy slogans, leaflets. Leaflets मतलब छोटा छोटा कागज में छापकर. In posters group identified as enemies of Germans were stereotyped. Kisa pita से enemies कौन थे? All the undesirables were the Hitler's enemies. They mocked मतलब चिढ़ाना, मजाक उड़ाना. Abused them, described as evil, means गंदा चीज से describe करना. All undesirable. Socialist